This week, 90 Day Fiance fans were overjoyed to learn that Mark Shoemaker and Nikki Mediano are divorcing. 6 years is not a short marriage, especially in this franchise, and especially for a pair with a 39-year age gap. Having married Mark at just 19, Nikki could have had any number of reasons for wanting a divorce. But, as it turns out, Mark is accusing her of cheating. In Touch Weekly got a hold of Mark Shoemaker's divorce filing. There is a section of the paperwork to indicate the grounds for divorce. There, Mark checked off, "Adultery, my spouse committed adultery." In the subsequent section of the divorce filing, Mark checked off, "For these reasons, I request an absolute divorce." The 64-year-old also claimed that there is not much to settle in terms of the divorce itself. He claimed that the divorce will involve mutual consent involving a written settlement. "My spouse and I have signed a written settlement agreement that resolves any issues related to alimony," the mutual consent box read. The form continued, "The distribution of property and the care, custody, access and support of minor or dependent child, run." While Mark does have children, all of whom are older than Nikki, the two do not have any children of their own. Mark has not spoken publicly about this. His divorce filing is public, though he did attempt to get the documents sealed, an attempt that was denied. When given the opportunity to comment on the divorce, Mark has declined. Meanwhile, Nikki has yet to speak out about the divorce at all. Mark was the one who submitted the filing. We know that he also submitted the prenup, and it is unclear if Nikki will attempt to challenge it, or if that would be successful. Viewers keenly recall Mark pressuring Nikki to sign the prenup in a way that even prenup advocates found uncomfortable. Nikki met with an attorney, which would happen before any legitimate prenup is signed, who advised her against signing it. However, when Mark told the 19-year-old that either she signed it or they would break up, she signed anyway. "We're not family law attorneys, but that could make it difficult or even impossible for Nikki to challenge the prenup." Yes, many people believe that 19-year-olds should not be allowed to marry at all, let alone sign prenups when marrying men 39 years older than they are. But knowing what's right and wishing that it were law does not change the actual legal system, which is very much stacked in Mark's favor. So we don't know if Mark is simply accusing Nikki of having an affair or whether she did cheat, let alone whether she will admit to it. Perhaps the alleged adultery is what Mark's daughter meant in her TikTok video when she noted that many judicial records can be viewed online. Of course, time may show us that she was referring to something else. To be bluntly honest, the general sentiment from many 90 Day Fiance fans since the divorce news broke has been celebratory. Many people are rooting for Nikki, and have had their fingers crossed for a split for 6 years. While the 90 Day Fiance fandom has a notorious misogyny problem, yes, even more than racism and xenophobia, which is saying a lot, the vibe is Teen Nikki. Marrying a teenager, albeit an adult one, is weird. Mark's age gap with Nikki, enough to make Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh blush, made it weirder. Then you throw in the fact that Nikki is from the exact same city in the exact same country as Mark's ex, and the discomfort worsens. All of that might have been overlooked by viewers if he'd come across as charming and non-creepy on season 3. But that's not how fans saw him.